Good day, merry meet. My name is Glennis. I am the Witch of Whitetail Hollow. If you are new and you've just found my channel, well, welcome. I hope you hit the subscribe button and join us. If you are returning, well, thank you so much for coming back. It means so much to me, but whether you're new or returning, it's just so nice to have you. I post videos as often as the spirit moves me. I was actually so fortunate to have received an order yesterday from someone, and as you can see, I've spared everyone, but I wanted to do a video on this to explain what I've put in here and a little bit of why I put what I put in here, and I hope that will help them understand and maybe some of you understand. But first, before this was, and of course this was last night, but before I start assembling anything, I kind of reached down deep, you know, I guess with my third eye, with my sight, and, you know, think about it and ponder about it. And then one of the first things that I do before I ship out anything is as this sounds, I take the bubble wrap and whatever I think that I'm going to be using, and of course the box itself, I give it a thorough cleanse. Yes, I sure do. And what I do is I put it on the box and bubble wrap and everything, and exactly where all of this was too at one point in time, on my working altar. And it stays there on my working altar, and I ask whatever deities that are in-house, that are mulling about to bring whatever the person has asked to bring into what is going on here, or what I have a feeling of what's happening. And so anyway, without further ado, let's get started. First, let me say there's going to be quite a few surprises in their box, and all good surprises. There's, you know, nothing negative, so no worries there, but I hope that they will enjoy everything that I've sent and can use everything I've sent. But I started this morning, of course, cleansing my hands with my Florida water, my area. I smudged this ball, and I made this for them. And my sense is, and again, this is my reading, and you can take it for what it's worth or not, but my sense is that I don't feel that you're in any kind of spiritual, I hate to say danger because it's such a negative word, but I just don't feel that there's anything negative in or near you. So with that, what I've infused in this ball, and you guys will just have to excuse how my hands look. I've been working very, very hard. Not only do I make barnwood signs and this, which isn't necessarily hard on my hands, but I also do a lot of work for clients. So I can tell you here lately, I've obviously been very busy, which I'm so thankful for. But anyway, this is what I made for them. I think you guys can see it. And again, I'm using my own intuition on what I've put in here, but she has a little moon charm. I think you guys can see this. Little moon charm. And for some reason, this color of ribbon spoke to me. I can't tell you why. But what I've put in here is just a very wee bit of lavender. Definitely some roses, and I've put as many whole rosebuds, dried rosebuds in there that I can. Cinnamon, juniper berries, a little bit of lemongrass, definitely some cedar. Cedar is quite good for grounding. And some moss. Now, the moss doesn't necessarily mean that you are in any kind of danger where anything needs to be trapped, but moss is also a nod to my hometown and the area that I come from. And where I come from, moss is everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And as is juniper and most of everything what is found here. But I also put some salt, rosemary, bay leaves, and some anise seeds. And now as far as the hibiscus, I don't necessarily see that, gosh, she needs to find a new love interest or she needs to renew the love interest that she has. But hibiscus, sometimes when I put hibiscus in either a blend or a ball or use it in any kind of a spell, sometimes it is, to me, it means bringing youth into the picture. Because, and again, this is something that is first for me to share with you guys, but I regularly drink hibiscus tea, and I also use hibiscus as a facial mask. So for me, I use hibiscus as a youth enhancer. So whatever you want to put into that, but I did blend everything in here for her. I did not seal this up, and just in case of the heat, considering where it is being shipped to, I did add some lemongrass oil, a little bit, just to kind of brighten it up. Not necessarily, like I said, not necessarily do I feel like you're under any kind of psychic attack or anything like that, but I added lavender, dragon's blood, just to amp everything up a little bit. Just a very bit of jasmine, and again, that's a nod to you. Some patchouli, and a little bit of rose. And now the reason, like I said, I added the lemongrass with the patchouli and the sweetness of the jasmine and the rose and the lavender, it needed something a little bit, what I call crisp and clear, to kind of break through everything and to balance everything out. And she is getting the road opener oil, and I actually bottled this from my master bottle. I strained it as much as possible, but what I do, and again, you can do it your own way. Now, I enchanted and selected a piece of amber. I think you guys can see it. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous piece of amber there. But what I do with my bigger bottles and my smaller bottles, I put mine in the fridge. I know, it's nuts, right? But I put them in the fridge, so before this will force you to develop a habit of, when you come to the table, whether you're anointing a candle, whether you might be adding a little bit to here, to there, whatever kind of working is you're doing, it will force you to sit and hold it in your hands and gently warm it in your hands and put your intention in. I hope this helps you, and of course, like I said, there's some other things headed your way too, but I wanted to show you what was actually made. And if you have any questions at all, probably about everything that I've sent, probably the best way is for you to email me if you like, if you have any questions. And I hope you guys have a wonderful and safe Labor Day weekend. I'm going to be out of pocket for a little while, but I will be back. And with that, I will say merry part. But I so hope to merry meet again. Goodbye, guys.